Well, Anita Keelan, assistant coach of the Swifts, top of the table, but a massive challenge this weekend. It's Collingwood, they're top four and they're world class.
Yes, they absolutely are world class, and anybody would be a fool to take them lightly. So we'll be going out there. We've done a lot of homework, we've trained hard, business as usual for us. It doesn't really matter at round 5 where everybody is placed. The competition is a long way from finish. So we're going in there and done our prep, and had to deal with a few difficulties this week, but we're all raring to go.
Jiva Mentor is the best goalkeeper in the world, and they have strength, Diamond's experience in the mid-court. They have a very, very strong attack end as well. Where do you think the real key is to try and contain the Magpies, though?
Look, I think it's really important that we contain that goal shooter, which in saying that then we need to really counter the experience of Nat and that Kelsey Brown's really hard drive. So we'll be concentrating very much on how we defend their attack end, try to starve that feed. And consequently, we talk about Jiva being the best in the world, and April's just been named into the Australian team. So, it's about how our two shooters and our mid-court handle. Kim Ravellian must have a 50-plus caps herself in the Aussie team. So, there's nobody you can take too lightly. So, everybody, like last week, has to do their job and do it very well to ensure that we get across the line.
We spoke last week and you said how the Victorians have a very, very similar style of play to what New South Wales has. Do you think that the Magpies have that as well in the same way as the Vixens, or do they employ different methods?
I think they're very similar. Clearly, we know how they coaches, and there's quite a few New South Wales. There's, off the top of my head, there's April, Braz and Kim Ravellian, who are all New South Wales juniors. So there is definitely an element of that. But in saying that, Nat Medhurst brings her own style. Kelsey Brown also does. And Jiva Mentor, as we've already spoken about, that little twirl of hers to be able to get into that space that the ball's dropping into. So there is a slight difference because they've got a lot more experience and have the ability to mix it up probably quite well. So we need to be on top of our game to get on top of them.
Do you reckon Helen can give good insight into how Jiva operates?
Oh, I would think so, but she's been the optimum professional. Helen's a competitor, so I'm sure Jiva's got a few things on Helen. But in saying that, I think Helen every week has got better than she was the week before, and I would hope that people would be looking at Helen Housby and Sam Wallace and saying they're the best combination in the world. And I would think Australia's probably pretty lucky that they come from two different countries at this stage, because that's only going to get stronger.